You might think that vultures are just birds that fly around looking for their next meal. But it turns out these birds have some pretty interesting social lives. Just like humans, vultures go through different stages of life, and as they age, their behavior and social interactions change. In this video, we're going to explore how vultures change as they get older and what this means for their social lives.
Young griffon vultures are like the teenagers of the bird world. They're always on the move, flying from one place to another and interacting with lots of different birds. They're like the social butterflies of the vulture world, always looking for their next adventure. But as they get older, things start to change. Griffon vultures start to get set in their ways, and they begin to roost in the same spots with the same individuals. They're like the older adults of the bird world, who have found their routine and are sticking to it.
One of the most interesting things about vultures is the way they find food. They don't hunt like other birds do. Instead, they scavenge for carcasses. This can be a tricky business, as carcasses are unpredictable and ephemeral. But vultures have developed a few strategies to help them find food. For one, they use their incredible sense of smell to sniff out carcasses from far away. They also have a network of informants, other vultures who have found food and are willing to share the information. This network is centered around the roosts, where vultures gather to sleep and socialize.
These roosts are like the vulture equivalent of a coffee shop. They're places where vultures can gather, share information, and catch up with friends. And just like a coffee shop, the most popular roosts are the ones that are located near the best food sources. Younger vultures often shy away from these popular roosts, possibly because they're intimidated by the older, more experienced vultures. But as they get older, they start to join the ranks of the more experienced birds, and they start to participate in the information-sharing network.
The researchers who studied the griffon vultures found that as the birds got older, the strength of their social bonds decreased. They started to spend more time with their close friends and less time with other birds. This is similar to what happens with humans. As we get older, we tend to have fewer, more selective friendships. The researchers also found that older vultures became more sedentary, following predictable patterns and sticking to their routine. This may help protect important roosting sites and reduce the risk of poisoning.
So, what can we learn from the vultures? Well, for one, it's clear that social behavior is complex and multifaceted, even in birds. Vultures are not just solitary animals, they have a rich social life that changes as they age. We can also learn from their strategies for finding food, and the way they use their sense of smell and their network of informants to locate carcasses. And finally, we can learn from their ability to adapt and change as they get older, and to prioritize the things that are most important to them.
In conclusion, vultures are fascinating birds that have a lot to teach us about social behavior, adaptability, and resilience. As we've seen, they go through different stages of life, and their behavior and social interactions change as they age. By studying vultures, we can gain a deeper understanding of the natural world and the complex social lives of the animals that live within it.